Hello, this is my first time videotaping one of my creations, and this is going to be for my granddaughter. It's a scrap slash journal slash photo album, and I've made it the cover with a music theme because she's a musician. She sings, she plays instruments, and she loves art. So I made this for her. I decoupaged all these papers, some music quotes, and then I decoupaged a layer on top, and I sprinkled some glitter on top. And I used the shank button for the closure. This is an old button I had. I made a hole in the chipboard. Oh, there's the glimmer. I made a hole in the chipboard and I created this little dangle. And I left the back side unfinished so that she can work on it and do whatever she wants with it. And the papers I used were from all over. Since they're scraps, they're pieces of paper from every collection, from all different sorts of collections. This page came out of a Dr. Seuss book. And this is a piece of canvas. And I stamped on it, "Be happy for this moment. This moment is your life." I like that stamp a lot. And on the other side I stamped "Always remember." And it reads, "Life is good. You're amazing. You're some kind of wonderful. Friends, it's all about family. Be happy. Be you. And how beautiful it is to be alive," by Beethoven. And that I adore her. They call me Bebe. This is, I believe it's a Pooch note card, and I just glued that onto this scrap piece of paper with the scrap pieces of paper also. This, I created a pocket with this sheet of paper, folded in half and cut it. Highlighted a little heart shape here and put an embossed, glued an embossed label there. It's another piece of paper. This is a little flap I left halfway open so she can tuck something in there. It says memories. We live in Florida, so it's hurricane season right now. This is from a show she had with her school. They had a big performance. They called it The Circle, where they did a 60s kind of musical show, and it was really awesome. This I thought was pretty cool because it frames these words. And this is just something I cut out, scribbled. And a flower I made. And put some glitter in the middle and a little flat back pearl. And this has to do with, this is a Mayan picture. She likes to paint, so I left this here so that she can either use colored pencils or markers or paint it, whatever she wants. I put, "What does music do for you?" I wrote, "What does music do for you?" so that she can write little things. Here's a decoupaged bird and a little note card with some sign language. I taught them sign when they were babies. This I spritzed with some homemade alcohol inks that I made. That would be homemade. This is, these are two songs. They're Spanish. They're, some Hispanics may relate to these songs. This is an old song. It's called Teléfono, and it's by El Gran Combo. It says, "Hello, no, que no es Rubén, es El Gran Combo." And that's part of a phrase from the song. And then this paper, I just cut out the phone to sort of give it a little dimension. And this other song is Pedro Navaja. And they love this song too, so I just included these two songs because I thought they would like that. It says, "La vida te da sorpresas, sorpresas te da la vida, adiós." It's part of the song. What it means is life gives you surprises. This was a bag from the pharmacy, and what I did was I used the negatives from different pieces of papers and I spritzed it with my alcohol inks and some of my homemade shimmer spray. and she can just tuck things into the bag. This was another piece of paper that I cut off, and I glued this section here so that she could add more pictures here. I added a little butterfly that's sort of dimensional there. And this says, "When I first met you, I thought you were," and she can fill that out. I left this part open so that she can tuck things in here. And this one reads, "My favorite things." She can fill that out. There's another page with some more things she could tuck in there. This is a pocket. I think I printed this out from either Microsoft Publisher or Word. I don't remember. And this was one of the, either Martha's Store or Fisker's Punch, I'm not sure. I don't have it with me, so I can't tell you. This is just a sign that says "Open all year in the parks." This idea I got from one of those Smash Books pockets. It says "So cute, I want to put it in my pocket." So I created this little pocket. It says "My Pocket." And this is a die cut, my Parisian Accents die cut from Spellbinders. This is a little note, an envelope with a note card inside. And I wrote, write a letter to your 18-year-old self. Date it, seal it, open it on your 18th birthday. No peeking or cheating. And I left the back part of the envelope open so that she could tuck things in there. And I just thought this looked cute with the children peeking through there. On this page I wrote, "Describe your sister and why she's so special to you." And here's the page with the kids. This says, this is a piece of vellum I embossed, and I wrote, "Natalia, my little boo-boo always." And just a black piece of cardstock I wrote "Cool Beans" on. This was a piece of scrap also that I had cut out. I had punched out these flowers, so I just put a little dab of glue in the center. And that stamp says "When," or that little piece of paper I glued says "When." I highlighted "Love you forever and ever," and I cut out this heart and crinkled this page and stamped the "Key to my heart." This idea I got from Marian Kensington, I believe. She was showing a tutorial on junk journals, and she did this technique, and I got that from her. And this is a top note that I glued onto that page. And this little, that's the other side of that. I put a little arrow, and I tucked a little happy face, and it says "Love you." And this is another envelope. This one's from Michael's. It says "Remember the important things." And I left the back part open as well so she can tuck things in there. And that's the other side. And this is her mom, my daughter, and she's a broker. This pocket I left open so she could tuck things in here and maybe put notes or put pictures or whatever she wants to tuck into that pocket. And this stamp, I can't tell you the name because I don't remember, and I don't have the supplies with me here. This is a Graphics 45 stamp. It says, "Style is a simple way of saying complicated things." You can barely see it. And these are some Spellbinders Nestabilities dies. I think this is an oval something Parisian. This idea I got from, I believe it was Steffelgal. I saw her doing a tutorial on paper bags, turning paper bags into pockets, so I followed that to make this pocket. And here's a pocket, and this is pocket, and on the other side is also a pocket. I included some dried flowers because my granddaughter loves dried flowers, and she likes to tuck that in her pages. And this is just something she can glue somewhere also. On the back, it's a homemade flower I made with some lace, and I stapled it on to the card, to the bag. This is another envelope. I left the back open so she can tuck things in there. She can tuck things in the envelope. More stuff she can tuck in here. It says "Sweet." She's a teenager. This is a pedigree chart, so she can add all the information for her mom, her dad, and her grandparents. This one says me, so she can write something about herself. You were born an original, don't die a copy. This is just a page about laughing, just quotes about laughing. Just another, this I just glued onto the paper. This is a piece, this is a Spellbinder's Grand die. And this butterfly I cut out from someplace else, one of the other papers, and glitter, glue on it. This is drawing paper that I put here so she can paint on it or draw. This is me. This is a card. I'm sorry, not a card, just a place where she can tuck a picture with a little belly band, and I included a music. This is washi tape. This is a little pocket. That's a little pocket I included in there. And it says watching, reads watching, always watching. This is where I cut those. I actually cut these like this, so it could be like a dimensional thing, but I didn't realize the paper was off, so it's kind of lopsided. But when you open the page, they're dimensional, which is pretty cool, I think. And I left this open so she can tuck things in here. This is, again, the idea from Marianne Kensington. Also, it's just another piece of scrap paper. Another scrap. Graduates, or graduate. Don't be afraid of genius. Some are born great, some achieve greatness, and some have greatness thrust upon them. And that's Shakespeare. So this page is a butterfly from here. I glued it here. And I used some of those glitter glue, some of that glitter glue on there. This is another scrap piece of paper. Oh, and that broke, so I'll have to fix that. This is another piece of paper. Has a lot of words. Real, original, pure, simple, fresh. I included this bag. I'm sorry, it's not a bag. It's a sheet protector, but I tucked all kinds of things that she could include in the journal. She can glue that on. Some chipboard pieces. I have a shoe, a purse, a ring. She can paint that and glue all that on. Big letter N for Natalia. More pages, something she can write on. She can journal. It says enjoy your journal. Enjoy your journey. Another scrap piece of paper. This one is sisters. There's no friend like a sister. Sisters are forever. There's no, a sister grows more precious as time goes by. She's a twin, so they're very close. And this is just another piece of paper. And I glued this little piece onto there to create a flap. This is, they travel a lot with their school, with the family. So I included this so she could maybe write some of her journeys down. Music, again. Oh, here. This is, paper is from K & Company. Okay. My stamped friends on there. This is, oh, this is so funny. It's retirement from a child's view. And it is just so funny. I'm going to pause here for a second so you can pause it and read it when you get a chance, because it's too long for me to read. But it's so funny. I hope you enjoy that. Next pages are, I made a pocket here, and I wrote letter to mom. And this is so she can write about her mom. And this is another little pocket I created. Another pocket. This is a flap I left open so she can tuck things behind there. This is another little pocket I created. She can tuck things in here. I folded a piece of paper so she can write something there. And these are little tags I made. This is, oh, this is so cute. Look at this little teeny weeny. This is so cute. So I only painted the top part of it, and that's just to hold this little piece of paper where she can write something, I don't know, a little note, a little something. I'm at work, so I have to hurry up. This is a pocket I created also, so she can tuck things in there, hide some notes, I don't know. There's another pocket. This is Spellbinders die cut. This is a punch. I'm not sure if that heart punch is from Fiskars or Martha Stewart. Here I wrote, "Who are your best friends?" and I spritzed that with some alcohol inks, my homemade alcohol inks. This is the same thing. Live your dream. That paper says zoom zoom. This is a packaging from K & Company, and I thought it's pretty, and I folded it and created a pocket so she can write things in here. There's another bunch of papers, lined papers where she can write stuff. She loves baking cookies, so I included this paper. She can maybe put pictures there of her cookies or cakes. This acrylic I included in here as well, so she can do something with that. And this is one of her favorites, so I had to include that in there. My favorites too. And this, I just got this stamp. Oh, I forgot the name. Oh, I forgot the name of those stamps. This is a scrap. I used that for the other paper you just saw earlier. Just more scraps. This one says, "I am grateful for," so she can write what she's grateful for. I remember. She can write something, some memory she has. More paper. And this is another one of those little tucks from Marianne Kensington. Included a happy face and I love you. And this is some of that washi tape. I love this tape. It's so pretty. This is the other side of that. And I love that butterfly paper. And this is just another little paper she can tuck in here. And this one says, "When I was," whatever she wants to write there. I don't think I should go through all these papers. This is too much. This is a paper fold I learned from one of your tutorials. I'm so sorry. I'll try to remember and include the name of the person who showed it on there, on the description. And this was a punch, Martha Stewart punch. This is a really cool paper. I like that. Halloween paper. And this is music. This is a little eraser I glued onto there, the American flag. A pocket I created for one of my minis, but I didn't use it there, so I figured I'd glue it onto this one. This is somewhere where she can write. And I created this little envelope, and in there I tucked some little tags, I think I put in there. Somewhere she can write a note, and some teeny tags I included in there. It's hard to see backwards. Okay. This is more stuff she can tuck in here. Little note. These are for part of the smash books. Those little smash books. And this is a little scalloped. She can put a note or a picture. Another little banner like. Here's bucket list. I love, and I numbered that, and I put she loves me. It's just some more stuff where she can tuck things in. A little heart. This is part of that show I said she had at the school. A piece of scrap paper I used for her other albums. This has the names of everybody that performed at the show, and it came out really cool. Just some ticket, and this is a strip of paper that I had left over, and I wrapped it around this paper to create this little pocket. And these are more scraps, and this is a piece of that little paper that is on the other side. And this is an envelope from the school, a big envelope they mailed something in. And this is a just a piece of scrap paper. And this also, I spritzed it before. I spritzed it and didn't move this, so left the imprint, which is really cool. I glued this on here, and I folded this to create this pocket. And on the other side, I stamped the I forgot the doll's name, but I stamped that. Then in that pocket, I created this little book so that she can paint. I used the art stencil, the Art Is stencil, and I used modeling paste, and then I went over it with a pink chalk paint. And then what I did was I folded a few papers together. I poked holes in the middle on these two sides here. And then what I did was run the ribbon through it and tie it up on this side here to create this little booklet. And that's the Art Is stencil. And on the back I wrote, "Art is the only way to run away without leaving home," and that's by Twyla Tharp. This is a pocket. And here go one of those die cuts, which I use the scrap for too. That's a pocket. Oh, I put pictures of somebody with their mustache. Put a mustache on there. This is an encaustic painting I tried to do with crayons. Included that in there. Same paper as before. I highlighted this. This comes from Recollections. I left that on there. This is Recollections. This is the heart, and I highlighted the authentic and true. I glued this little Santa onto that. This is another little pocket. Included some bling in there. And this little thing says, "I love you." And it's a pocket. This is Today I don't know. She can write whatever she wants there. This is just a little flap. She can open and close. It says, "Be happy." This is a place where she can tuck more stuff, more notes, more pictures. This is part of that other Halloween picture. Here, I spritzed this as well, so you can see the imprint in the back, and this little heart as well. Life is good. And I wrote, "I love when." The best advice I received. And she can write whatever. Here, she can write whatever she wants there. This is a little pocket I left here. This is a strip of just scrap. She loves this stuff, so she'll love this book. This is some little notes I tucked in here, a little heart, and some little notes she can glue on there or send to somebody or use for whatever she wants. Here I left this because they did a color run, which was really cool. And so maybe she can tuck some pictures in here of her and her friends doing the color run. Here's a little pocket, a little, oh, there's acrylic, so I couldn't get to it. There's a little pocket here, a little envelope I made, and I tucked a little note in here to her from me. I used the paper that says "I love you," and then I wrote her a little note in the back. Then I took the heart punch and I put both sides just to create like a tab. And this is lined paper so she can write. She loves writing. These are one of those Michael's cards that I just glued on to this part so she could still use this part for something. And she could tuck something in here, a picture or whatever she might want. This is just another bunch of scraps. A piece of ribbon I used for one of her books that I made her. Actually, it's for the show, for the circle show they did was hippie-ish, so I used this kind of psychedelic colors. These are just notes. This is a pretend credit card. This is a little pocket where she can tuck things in, and this little note is, "Keep this secret in the vault," and it's one of those smash journal notes. This little purse, when they were babies, I made this for them. because they used to come to my house, and I had pretend food for them. We had a pretend register, and I bought them little receipt books so they would pay a restaurant, and they would have so much fun. They'd carry their money in here. They would wear heels and pretend they were shopping, and they would pretend they were waitresses and restaurant owners, and it's really cute. So I saved the purse for them, and I tucked it in here as part of a memory. And this is a little notebook I made, a little book I made for them. Just a little one-page. I have gotten inspiration from so many of you, and I thank you all. I saw so many tutorials on this same project, so I can't say it was one specific person. I saw many do it. It has pockets, so she can tuck things in there. This is another piece of canvas. I spritzed that with my alcohol inks. Also, she can paint that. It's another piece of paper, and I turned that into a pocket by gluing the other side together. This one is, I thought this was funny. On the back, you can see the little monsters, and I wrote ha ha ha, and this is some of that washi tape, and that's the paper there. This really is a lot of junk papers. You will always be my little, oh, I said, you will always be a star in my eyes. I love you, baby. This, I just have to throw it in there because they're teenagers, you know. So, this is also a pocket. And what is that? A little picture of a dog in there. Another pocket with a little belly band. This is from that paper collection. If I remember, I'll put it in the description. I can't remember right now. And that's something I cut out, the flowers. And this is another paper, which is music themed. Yes, I wrote favorite song, more music. I have a stamp, has music notes, so I stamped, punched that. There I wrote a note, describe yourself. I cut out a heart because on the other side of this paper, there was a heart. I thought that was pretty cool. And there's that. And what else? This is, I turned this into a pocket. Sorry. I turned this into a pocket. 3 pockets actually. So she could tuck things in there. This was notes. This was her practicing when she was a baby. Or not a baby, but a little girl. Practicing her handwriting. Here's another little note I included so she could write in there. And this is from the U.S. Census Department, an envelope. I figured I could just tuck that area code in the window and she could use this as a pocket. And then I embossed this card, tuck that in there so she could write and draw in there or do what she wants. Here's another paper to draw or paint on. And this is about pools. Here's another sheet she could write on here. This one has tags. I tucked in a little pocket. And I just included that so she can write her little notes there. This one reads, I am confident, strong, and powerful. And I glued that onto that. That's a little paper doily that I glued onto that. Here it says, life is good. Just a note from me. My boo-boo, I hope you love this journal slash smash book slash photo album as much as I loved making it for you. Love you, baby. Graduate, again. Graduate, graduate, graduate. Gotta drill it into them. This is another Spellbinders die. This little note says, remember, angels are watching you. And more paper. She loves photography as well. So I included that paper in there. This was a little note I got from Michael's also. She could write in there. She could write in here. I put a note, describe your brothers and why they are so special. Here I wrote, I wish, so she could write whatever. More paper, keep calm. I got these on sale. I think they were getting rid of them at maybe 10 cents. Keep calm. And then the other side says, now panic and freak out. This is, I believe it's a pocket. No, it's just a paper. How do you feel today? She can write her feelings for that day. Teenagers always feel different every moment. Just a reminder to bike helmets. And that's it. That's it. I'm sorry if it was a little shaky. I'm using my iPhone, and this is my first time, so be kind, okay? Be gentle and kind, and thank you so much for watching.